The Black Panther buff, B-U-F-F. Man, I'm so excited for this, and as well doing some footage on this because I've had a great time whilst I've been kind of experimenting around just with the damage potential. I've thought about kind of like playing into the purifying, the intercepting opponents, and I just found that that's not really that good unless you've got like a fully high signature version. So it may be something I'm investing down the line. This is my main account, by the way. I decided to push the trigger on this because I wanted to have like another champion that's got like a high kind of like damage threshold and also high bleed threshold. I probably won't do any more kind of hyper bleeding champions, especially with Jabari Panther. And maybe it's a case I should have gone for Jabari Panther over Black Panther. But I just like the way that Kabam have like hit out of the park with animations. I like this character. I think it's very good. I think it's very well put together. And I'm very happy. So big thumbs up on this champion. I should hopefully do a Mr. Fantastic video later on today. And I probably will be rank 3ing that 6-star that I've got, which I'm really excited to kind of like do footage on. I played around with it and I was just getting some nice yellow numbers that were just making me just so impressed with that champion. And as well like the potential the character has with debuffs. In any case, I digress. Let's talk about Black Panther and let's just kind of like just get some footage out. Now I've talked about the abilities till the cows come home. But yeah, I think the best thing to do is just like talk about the champion and the damage potential. And a lot of the time, whilst I was rotating around the idea of building up those Panther charges, so those Panther might charges, and kind of transferring them over to indeed having that Panther's might, and why I went to SP3s to then be aggressive and do SP2s. Let's just roll the footage and I'll just talk about it as we roll it. Right, well, let's roll some footage, shall we? And first of all, it's got a little snippet here from a Captain Marvel fight. I'm not showing the full fight of this. I'm going to be then going over to the Labyrinth for Legends Red Hulk fight even, because that's just more interesting to kind of watch, and it's different than going through Realm of Legends. But I do rate going in Realm of Legends and you know, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone to grab myself some lovely health potions. Now there is a bit of a mistake here. I don't know if it's already kind of like being shown. Well, I come out of an SP3. I want to be aggressive because that's one of the things about this champion is aggression. You want to, as soon as you're up close and personal, keep that Panther's might something that is ticking nicely, and you can only really do that if you are aggressive and as well rotating around SP3s. I think this is the example here of coming out of it. But in any case, trying to come out of this, you're unblockable. There, it kind of whiffs it. Like I whiffed right into that, and then I got spacked by an SP2, I think it was. So that's why I think it's kind of like it's problem of timing. And I guess that's the thing of going like, if it worked well and I didn't get kabammed, then I probably would have gone straight into recreating my combo, my 5-hit combo, and keeping up the pressure. But still, I love playing aggressive with this champion. It's just a case of like, again, looking at timing, looking at special attacks. And Realm of Legends is very easy because you can do parry and then kind of get back into it. Yes, as well with this champion, you can do more the line of the intercepts and as well use heavy attacks to intercept things coming in. I rate that when it comes to the SP2, not so much with anything else. The SP2's got some amazing amount of attack rating improvements, and that's what I think I'm going to try and do in this little section here, building up. So we're going to try and like build up the enemy here, build up Red Hulk, do a little damage. He's going to do his SP1. I'm going to bait him in. And no, okay, this is all about, again, repeating around the SP3, I think it is. So that if you are concentrating on doing the bleed damage first, then if you want to refresh your Panther's might, you can indeed do that. And that's what I just did just then. But I was very cautious there. And thank God I did, because as soon as I came out, say if I wanted to go back in because I'll be unblockable, I'm going to hit by an SP1. That is not so much a nicer thing. Hopefully now I can do this kind of like intercept with my special attack. I do like special intercepting, but it's kind of, again, it's one of these fine arts of kind of timing. A lot of the times I think the AI just knows what you're doing. It's just like, it's kind of like goes into a block very easily. So we're just going to ease back a second, get the SP2 off, and again, like SP1 off of Red Hulk, and bait him out for that, bait him out again, and hopefully kind of like drop back here and swipe, and there we, well, I don't know if that was exactly because the champion went into the block. But still, we get the unblockable and then in. Again, everything's down to a fine timing. I get hit there. No skin off my nose because it's not taking a good amount of damage. It's a 565, and as I said, this is my account. I decided to do the rank up. I pulled the trigger because I wanted another kind of high bleed option. And there's a nice amount of bleeds. I think I've managed to get to 24 consecutive bleeds concurrent bleeds, I think, is like, or bleed debuffs on at one given time. And the ticks are okay. They're not going to be so dramatic, but dramatically good or dramatically bad. They're just there as they are. Now, again, I think I'm going to try to do the... I'm going to build it to the SP3. I'm looking a little bit at the Panthers' might and thinking to myself, right, well, let's kind of like get ourselves comfortable and rotate around with that SP3. There's a good intercept there because I've got the True Strike, and that is great for dealing with situations of auto block and as well evasion. So if you ever want an option for that, there you go. This champion does have some other options and other abilities. So that means it's kind of going to be a lot. Actually, this champion is now going to be an amazing option for variant 7. Now, something I didn't put footage wise into there, but yeah, if you're looking for a solid option that bleeds and as well is able to counter those pesky spider-based champions, then this is going to be a solid option to take into said content. And as well, it looks like there's a solid option as well to take on Labyrinth for Legends. I've also put in this little bit of footage about like trying to intercept, and as you can see, I'm doing a few intercepts there. I'm going to get hit, but that's not really the point. The point was to try and just showcase the shrugging off of debuffs, which it's just a case of like a high signature version may be a lot better than indeed the version that I had, and maybe as well that I may not use this for situations of shrugging off debuffs. If I was to use anything when it comes to cleansing, I'd either use the likes of Jabari Panther, maybe even some other champion down the line. This is where the champion's extra value really come in, because it will be a decent option to take on the likes of variant 7, especially from having skill Wrath, which is a good thing as well, but also doing those intercepts, which is going to be handy against 2.1 and 2.2 respectively. So this fight here, which is the Simbi Spidey, but also this Spider Gwen one, which again, class advantage is going to be playing into a positive for you. So yeah, if you get to do it and you want an option and you can understand doing the intercepts, then hey, Black Panther is going to be a good option for you. In any case, that has been the video, a little bit of an overview, and yeah, some great bleed damage, some extremely fun stuff, and I'm looking forward to using this champion in a few scenarios. But yeah, I think the Mr. Fantastic one I'm really looking forward to. So I think that I might make that next video. There could be another video which is focusing on a very serious bug at the moment, which I'm going to try and drop whenever I can. But we'll have to see when I can get an opportunity to get that video out.